Yeah, good day to you folks. We are cutting some hay today. We are in our 5090M John Deere tractor, and as you can see, I've got a Galfrey. It is an 8 foot. It's got 3 blades on it for each disc. The mower itself, I wouldn't recommend it to nobody, but anyway, the hay that we're cutting isn't great big. It's not real thick, but it's something to feed them old cows. Anyway, we thank the Lord for what we do have. This is just the first cutting of the year for us, and as you can see, we got I don't know, maybe 15 acres here to cut. We've cut a little bit already this morning, and just on the other side of the wood line yonder. It's hard to do this with a phone and keep on driving, keep on cutting, but anyway, first time cutting this year. Like I said, I'm in the John Deere 5090, and I'm cutting with this Galfrey mower. The thicker the hay is, the thicker the grass is, the better it cuts. As you can see there, it's laying it down really good. I run about 6.5 mile an hour, something like that. It all depends on how the size of the field is and how rough it is. But this field isn't very big at all. Like I said, it altogether I think it's about 12 to 15 acres. I'm not real good about that. But like I said, it's had a lot of work done to it. I've done a lot of work to it, fertilize and lime and such, and it still needs a lot of work done to it. So like I said, it's kind of difficult holding this phone in my hand and trying to mow at the same time. But the mower, like I said, it's not a real good mower. It's really heavy. It misses a lot of grass. It clogs up. It's got a, let's see if you can see that. It cuts the grass good, as I said, when it's real thick. But sometimes when you go around a curve, it clumps up really bad right on the end. The cutter bar and the curtain holder are connected together. I believe that's one of the biggest problems with the whole mower, that it's still connected there on the end, and I believe that's why that it clogs up the way that it does. I don't know for sure, but it had another piece on there that was real bad, and I took it off, and now it's got a bar that has to hold it together, and I guess the curtain rod is just too heavy or whatever, I don't know. But like I said, it's a Galfrey. I've had 2 of them, and like a big dummy, I traded a 7-footer for an 8-footer, and about $2,000, I believe it was, difference, and I'm the one that gave the difference, which the 8-foot made a huge difference from the 7-foot to the 8-foot, but yet having the same kind of mower. The 7-foot wasn't as bad as this 8-foot, I don't guess, of clogging up, but it wasn't the mower that I want. I believe all the research I've done, the Krone is the way to go. My neighbor's got one, and a buddy of mine that lives over in Braxton County, he's got one, and he's got a Vicon beside of his Krone, and he claims that the Krone does a lot better job than what the Vicon does. So I'm going to take his word for it. The Krone's got a drive shaft instead of a belt driven for your cutter bar and all your blades, and I believe that is a big to-do also, but we'll see. And the tedder I've got, it ain't real good either. It's in Rossi, I believe it is. It's really cheap made. I'm either going to get a Krone or a Peckway tedder, They're both made about the same way, it looked to me like, anyway. Let me get this up. And I believe the heavy duty that it is what I'm gonna search for. I'm not real gentle on equipment. I believe that when I get ready to do something, I want to do it, and usually I go full force at everything that I do. And maybe it's my fault that I break stuff, but this Galfrey this is my second spring I cut. I bought it in the fall of year before last, of 2017. So I got to cut with it 17 in the fall and 18 in the fall, and now this is 19 in the spring. And I've had to replace the bushings. The bushings down there on the right there, that where it spins the blade out, it had already wore plumb out. Of course, they're just plastic and neoprene. But still, yeah, you'd think that no more hay that I put up. You know, I've got a 4x5 baler, Gale, and they ain't real big bales. I think they're 800 to 850 pounds. So I believe that I've put up, seems to be like right at 600, no, let's see, maybe about 720, 725 bales. So this cutter hasn't cut all that much, and it's already wearing out. Of course, the blades have done pretty good, and all that good stuff, but anyway, it's got a lot of cheap parts on it, I believe. That's what you call it. They're cheap parts. And Lord willing, one of these days, if God permits, I make a few bucks off of some cattle or whatever, I'm going to get me a chrome cutter. That's what I've got my heart set on. But last one I priced, one guy told me 11.3, I believe it was 11,300, and another guy's was 10.5. So I don't know, maybe hopefully some equipment company may be watching my channel one of these days, and maybe let me demo some stuff like a few other these big farmers do. Cane equipment for Bagwell Farms, and I don't know who does for One Lonely Farmer, but anyway, I know I ain't near that big as they are, probably never will be, and that's fine. But I just like to share some of the casual, easy stuff that a beginner, which I am. I'm a beginner farmer. I've been farming for about 5 years now, 6, and cutting hay for the last 3 or 4 years, and still learning. But I lost a lot of hay last year in trying to get it up to second cutting, and it just kept raining and raining and raining. And I had the one field cut and had to leave it lay, and it just runts. I never even tried, and I had to buy several rolls of hay this year. And if it be the Lord's will, I am not buying no hay this year. Lord willing, I'll be selling some. And I got me a wrapper, and I'm gonna try to wrap most of my hay this year to get it to where I can get it up in a 2-day period instead of a 3.5 to 4-day period. And Lord willing, we'll save some money that way in the long run. So anyway, I just wanted to give you some information about this cutter that I've got. It's 8 foot, like I said. It does a pretty good job in the thick hay, but I don't know if you can see some of that there that's sticking up. It's really light. It ain't real heavy right through yonder. So back through yonder also, it's real light. It ain't real heavy, and there's stubble sticking up everywhere. So anyway, one of these days, like I said, Lord willing, one of these days I'll get me a good mower. But anyway, God bless you now, and all that you do. If you're doing it for the Lord, I'm gonna finish cutting this field. Then I got that section over there, And if time permits, I've got another little field out the road that I'm going to try to cut and try to get her raked up and baled this week, tomorrow hopefully, and Wednesday. So God bless you for now and all that you do. I don't want to sound like a beggar, but if you could subscribe to us, that would be appreciative. Just tune us in. Let us know that you're watching our videos, and if there's anything that we can do, we can pray. That's one thing God give us to do. Give us the ability to do so, is to pray and without ceasing, and lift our brothers and sisters up in the Lord, pray for the lost, and all that good stuff. So anyway, I love the Lord, appreciate him so very much for all that he's done for us and what he's doing. My goodness, he's a good God. So keep looking up, for our redemption draweth nigh. Until this time, or a time coming, or the next time, the Lord bless you in all that you do, if you do it for him.